What up, YouTube? This is the Young Chevy Truck YouTube channel where I plan on showing you how to build a 1984 Chevy C10 truck that just burns rubber, ain't meant to be fast, and only meant to be fun for you. And in this episode, we're gonna make our first attempt at taking the hood off of the Chevy truck. So, I think it's only a two-man job. Of course, I don't think we need any other extra hands. So all we really have to do is unbolt these 4 bolts on each side, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't think really much else goes into it. So I've never done this before, to be quite honest with you, and I think this is really all that today's video is going to consist of, just because, well, you probably can't tell right now, but we pressure washed the driveway, so it's not dry yet, and of course it's still, you know, like bush clippings on it, but we pressure washed it. So I'm kind of tired from that. I was helping Dad while he was cutting the grass. I was pressure washing, so it's just like my hands are probably a little shaky because I'm tired. Like, it was hot. It's hot out here, y'all. It's hot. I think all I got in me today is really just to take the hood off, to be quite honest. But I mean, I think that'll be a big step for actually trying to take the engine out tomorrow. I really do want to have the engine out this week, so tomorrow we're gonna have to really get to moving if we want to get the engine out. And I guess I'm gonna have to watch a couple videos on YouTube about taking the motor out, because I don't know about certain things, like how I should support the transmission when the engine is out. And I think that's it, actually. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, that's the only real question that I have. So now I'm just waiting on Kevin Dean to come downstairs so he can support the hood while I unbolt everything. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much today's video. So now I got the whole power tool. So this drill isn't really made for doing what it's doing, so I'm just gonna break these bolts loose. Sorry if my hand is shaking, but I'm just gonna loosen these up by hand, and then I'm gonna use the power tool to take them off the rest of the way. Well, actually, I'm really just gonna break them by hand and then take them the rest of the way with the power tool, so Kevin Dean doesn't have to wait too long while he's holding the hood. So now we're really just waiting on him, and then as soon as he comes down, then we'll go ahead and get straight to taking the hood off. So let me go ahead and get my GoPro head mount, just so that you guys get a front row seat at all of the action and all of what's going on. All right, it's live. All right, good. Bye. Cut. Alright, y'all, I got Kevin Dean out here holding the camera, and he is suggesting that to protect the little corners right here, because they're already jacked up anyway, but still, just to protect them a little bit more, we're gonna cut this in half and then put this right along here at the back of the hood, just so that, you know, when we're unbolting everything, if it does slide back on the hinges, it won't.
Just so they know what it is in case they want to try it. It's pipe insulation. Okay. Pipe. And it's got that slit going down it so that you can just wrap it around a piece of pipe. And it'll keep a hot pipe hot and a cold pipe cold.
That's genius.
So, you know, so the water in the pipes will stay nice till they get where they need to be.
Yeah. And also, for the plan, I'm going to basically post Kevin Dean up right here while I'm unbolting both sides, and I think we're going to go in the order of the top bolts first, and then we're going to save the bottom one for last, as the last measure. So this is the determining factor if it's going to start sliding or not. So we're going to save those for last. So I just wanted to, you know, fill you guys in on exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to go about it, and I'll go ahead and cut to that. But, well, you know what? I'll cut to how this looks when it's all put together first. So stay tuned. Alright, so now we got these things in place, and they look perfect. Let me go over to the side with more light on it. But they're perfect. So then we unbolt everything, and everything slides back. It should look amazing, and it should, you know, protect this whole area. And also, guys, we're putting foam on the roof because I think the next stop for the hood is going to be right onto the roof, and then we'll decide on how we're going to put it in the bed and how we're going to have it situated for the long term. But for now, we're just going to start unbolting everything, get the hood off, and then throw it on the roof, and then decide. Like I said, so just want to let you guys know what the plan was. So here we go with taking the hood off. So first, like I said, we're going to break these loose because the drill isn't really made for that. I'm going to break them loose first, and then we're going to use the power to get them off the rest of the way. All right, ladies and gents. As always, don't try this at home. Yep. Well, this is a pretty safe way to do it at home, though. It's alright, we're gonna go top bolts first, and then see how we feel.
I guess your light's good, huh?
I think so.
Okay.
Alright, so
let's see how long these bolts are.
yeah, we gotta weigh it. Future video coming soon.
Weigh it?
Yeah, I wanna weigh it just to see what it's like.
Okay.
That content, the
Yeah.
money. Alright, you ready?
Yes.
I'll get it. Okay, that's cool. Alright. Is it heavy so far?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been holding it for a while.
Alright, so you ready for the last one?
Mm-hmm. Come and meet me in the middle.
Alright.
Come right where I am. And then you take a, yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna just dance our way to the corners. Down the side. Get a really, really good grip, and let's see what the weight of this thing is all about.
Not that bad.
Okay, go up with it though, because I've been here for a while.
Alright. Alright, we can set it down. Boom.
Why can't it stay there? Why can't it?
Okay.
Big step, big major mile marker.
Ooh, that's cool. I wish I could drive with it off, but I heard it's illegal.
Is it?
Yeah, I heard.
Now you know you can go get a, what's that stuff everybody's so excited about, Carl? We need to find these bolts before we get too far gone.
Yeah.
That plastic, gray looking, woven.
Oh, carbon fiber hood?
That's what I'm trying to say.
That would be cool, but I don't know. I don't know if they make
fell
one.
Down here somewhere, right?
Yeah, it was right there. Yep, and that's all y'all get out of us today, cause it's nice. It puts it in perspective to see this much room, because when we actually take the engine out, I think we're gonna come from the front to get it out. Believe it or not, from the front, and then yeah, from that way. And then when we move it, we might take the wheel off for that, just to move get the hoist around that way. I think we'll take the wheel off for that. But yeah, because going from the side might be kind of weird, because then we got to cope with all that right there. Yeah. If it came from the front, then we kind of know better. All right, let me just update him real quick.
Good.
All right, guys, I think this video is coming to a close, and I'm glad it's simple like yesterday's video, because I do not feel like editing 30 minutes. It's too much. It's too much work. So we got the hood off, as you already saw. It was real simple, real to the point. The hood seems a whole lot smaller when it's yeah, I don't know what it is. I actually do have a couple questions for y'all when the day comes that we actually decide to pull this engine out. So we're actually, tomorrow, by the way, we're gonna be messing with the hoist. That's what tomorrow is gonna be dedicated for, messing with the hoist, making sure it works. And we'll probably just do like a sort of before and after, like you test the hoist without the fluid in it, and then we'll put the fluid in and see if it lifts it higher after that, or something like that. It'll be real scientific. So guys, how exactly should I support the transmission? Because there's gonna be no engine bolted to it, so how exactly do we support the transmission? Do we put a jack stand underneath it? Do we put 2 jack stands underneath it? Please comment below, let us know.
Good point. This is the most important part of the open heart surgery, is when we take one heart out and we put the next heart in. So definitely don't want to rush that process.
But other than that, I don't really think I have any other questions for him. I might come up with one tomorrow, because you know we got one more day before we actually make the attempt at pulling the engine. So, and that'll be on Thursday. We're just kind of using this week to get prepared for that day. So, but I don't think I have any more questions.
Can I be excused?
Yeah.
Love you, YouTubers.
All right, y'all. So as you already saw, we got the hood up there now, and I think it's just gonna sit right there for now, unless it looks like it wants to move around when we start working on the car. Let's see here. don't know. It looks like it'll rest there just fine. You know, one thing I really love about old C10s is that they have all this new technology in them. People don't really know about it, but they do. They really do have new stuff in it. For instance, the Squarebody C10 is the first Chevy truck to utilize the breakaway steering column, so that when you get into a front end collision, the steering column literally pops into a couple pieces, so that you don't, die. I thought that was pretty cool. Hearing that was a, cool little fun fact about the C10. And I thought about maybe like bringing up a fun fact about the C10 at the end of every episode. What do y'all think about that? I mean, it's just a thought, maybe it was a little incentive to get y'all to watch to the end, maybe a cool little fact about the C10 at the end of every episode. But just let me know, comment below if you think that would be a cool idea. I also really like the fact that, like, I was talking about new technology. Not a lot of cars of today have hinges that hold the hood up themselves. Like, literally none of these cars out here have that, and they're significantly newer than this old Chevy truck. So I think that's so cool. And then the fact that all of these, well, 2 of these have antennas that actually stick up in the air, whereas this thing has the antenna that's inside the windshield. Like, come on now. How much more high tech could you get? Honestly, how much better? What more could you ask for out of a Chevy truck? That's the coolest thing ever, really. That these things are that technologically advanced. I mean, not super technologically advanced, but they have more than you would expect. Power windows and power locks and all that stuff. It's just more than you would expect from an old Chevy truck. So I love these things. I love these C10s. I'll probably own a couple of these things in the future when I have money out, out the wazoo. I'll probably own a couple of them. But for now, I'll stick to old big ugly blue. With all of its rust and problems and its rickety suspension and all that good stuff. I love it to death. But anyway, I think this video is pretty much over, y'all. I don't really have much else to give to y'all today. This video is probably going to be short like the last video, but I'm really just going to bask in the glory of it. I'm actually, like, you don't know how good it feels to get done editing a video at like 11 o'clock. Like, that's like, oh God, it's amazing. Finish editing a video at like 11 o'clock. You have time to relax. I can get on Xbox Live. I can play Battlefield. I can relax. I can chill. Whereas when I have a video that's like 30 minutes long, editing it, I'll be up till like 3 in the morning, maybe even 4 or 5 in the morning. Like, that's why my videos come out in the morning. It's not because I wake up that early to post them for y'all. It's because I'm already up that late trying to get it out to you on time. But it's that hard sometimes when you have like 2 hours worth of footage and you have to watch pretty much all of it to compress it down in 30 minutes. Then it gets difficult. Then it's no fun. Then I get upset. But I mean, all in good fun. I know that it'll be beneficial in the end. Even if I don't make a lot of money off of like the YouTube thing, I really hope that the relationships that I get out of it will be the real true benefit in the end. And that's really the whole reason why I'm doing YouTube. So just like that, y'all, I know that my outros are always long. Legendary young Chevy truck outro, always long, but I'm just trying to make sure that I got all the information that I can out to you before I sign off for the night and before I start relaxing. So I think I've got all that I can out to you. I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you leave a like if you like this video. And if this is your first time seeing anything from me, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the whole build and the whole build, big picture, the whole build idea of building a car that isn't, super fast, but is, fun. High school kind of fun. If that makes any sense. Like, kids, usually people like my age and younger can't afford to have like the top of the line motor, that makes all the power and all that. We can't really afford that. So I'm just building this for the people out there like myself who just couldn't afford that, at that age. So yeah, I feel like people spend way too much time talking about how they want 600 horsepower, 700 horsepower, 800 horsepower. You gotta have 800 to even compete nowadays, because there are cars out there that are brand new with 700 horsepower and they're only $70,000. So to compete with anything nowadays, you need about 800, 900 from the jump, from the get-go. So I feel like that's not fun. Like, I mean, the competition is probably fun, but it's not fun for the people who can't afford it. Like, to watch all you guys, you know, go and race and stuff. I mean, it looks like it'll be fun and everything, but it's just not a realm that I can get into yet. Those are the people that I'm making this channel for, the people who can't get into that realm yet. And so I'm just trying to show people how to appreciate 300 horsepower, 200 horsepower, 400 horsepower, little horsepower numbers, you know? That's the big mission statement of the channel, really, to show people how to have fun with what they got. In a sense of old school Chevy being the tools that I use, because I'm just an old school Chevy fan. So just like that, y'all, this one's pretty much over. Like I said, I keep talking. I don't know why, but I'm gonna stop now. I really appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one.